I am Patrick Thomas. I'm a graphic artist originally from the UK. I'm based in Berlin and I arrived here via many other different places, but probably the most important was Barcelona.
Walking down, burn it up, I look at you and light it up.
My background is in commercial art, so design, illustration. I studied graphic design at St Martin's School of Art. I then went on to the Royal College of Art to do a master's degree in illustration, where I got very interested in printmaking. And since my student days, I've always published my own work. I've continued making my own work. And these days, I'm dedicating more and more time to that aspect of my practice. Having heard for my entire life so much about Berlin, I thought I'd better get over here and have a look. And I didn't know what to expect, but I knew immediately when I arrived that I needed to spend quite a lot of time here. Paolozzi, he taught me liberation, actually, the fact that you can really work cross-disciplined in many, many different areas. If anybody deserves the term multimedia artist, it is Eduardo is your man. At the time I was studying, I got the impression that we were all being pigeonholed. I was like the sort of illustrator kind of guy. And I looked towards Paolozzi for freedom. And the more I found out about Paolozzi, the more I realized that we were actually surrounded by his work. To designers, I'm the arty guy, and to artists, I'm the design guy. So I'm right in the middle of this sort of grey area where I love to be. And it's where I've always been, actually. I don't think that I've changed. I'm lucky in that I think I've found a niche where I can operate and sort of satisfy myself. It's through my work. But it was when I stopped doing commercial work and decided to concentrate 100% on my own work that I felt that I'd earned that title, as it were, graphic artist. I'm very interested in reaching people, accessibility through my work. So I put out a lot of editions. I make it as affordable as possible and I try and reach people that way. I used to bomb around cities on a bike when I was a student, or just after I graduated. I ended up being a dispatch rider in London. So speed, it was always about speed when I was younger. Now I'm really enjoying slowing down and walking and observing. Over the years in Barcelona, I taught at most of the design schools. We cannot teach the way that we were taught. I think everything has really changed a hell of a lot. And we now have to work together, actually. In many ways, a lot of the teaching has become quite collaborative. I will put a project on the table and then I will sort of guide people in the right direction. But this sort of passing down of sacred information over the years, I think that's no longer relevant. I'm having a big drive towards motion graphics, coding, processing, but at the same time carrying the torch for the traditional processes. So it's a very exciting time, as I say, where everything collides. That is where I'm operating and that's where I'm trying to point my students towards.